everyone. My name is Thomas. I'm a rising senior at Yorba Linda High School, and my project is called is a mobile application that uses artificial intelligence to detect drowsy driving. And first of all, let me show you guys a demo of my application. All right, so, all right. Okay, did you guys saw that? I'm just double checking. Did you guys saw the demo video?
Yeah, for the video, you're just driving, right?
Yeah. Did you guys hear the sound? Because the sound is also a main part of this app's component.
Yeah, I hear that one, but how do you do the detection? I mean, you just check which part, and then why that sound just appear?
Wait, sorry, what was that?
Why is that voice just appear?
Oh, you mean the sound? Yeah. So basically, so this is where the part of my algorithm of the app comes in. Let me share the screen with you all first. Okay, so let me start off. Let me start off with a personal experience, and it's one of the reasons why I decided to make this project. So basically, drowsy driving is when you're driving, you feel sleepy. And that once occurred to me on the highway, and it almost became an accident. So I thought to myself, I'm senior, I'm 17, I'm young, and there's many other professional drivers, such as truck drivers or Uber drivers. They stay behind the wheel all day, and they are really in dangerous situation because they drive and they tend to fall asleep. And I thought about the current technology, especially the artificial intelligence and facial recognition technology we have nowadays. So I thought to myself that I can utilize these advanced technologies to help to detect drowsy driving. And now out there, the most professional advice for preventing drowsy driving is basically just sleep well before you drive and rest when you feel sleepy, which doesn't really help that much because people tend not to have the self-consciousness to stop when they're sleepy. So I thought about this as a supplement to make people know like when they should stop when they feel sleepy. So let me share the screen with you all. You guys can see the screen, right? You guys can see the code?
Yeah, okay. We're able to see the code.
Okay, they can see. So basically, what I showed you guys on the alarm that goes on and off, it's decided over here. So basically we utilize the Google Firebase open source called Google Firebase is facial recognition open source. They have they can detect the user's face, and we just took advantage of human behavior when they feel asleep, that they tend to close their eyes more, and basically we used their facial recognition technology. We utilize it to define the eyes, to locate the user's eyes. So basically we can know like how open they are or how close they are. And based on that, we can make a deduction of when they are sleepy and when we should alert them when they're asleep. So this is the part where we utilize the Firebase, the artificial intelligence face recognition part. So basically, you guys can see the left. Basically, it can detect the left eye, its open probability, and its right eye's open probability. And this value got you sent here. And I would say this is the most important part of this whole drowsy driving detection app. So you guys can see that this basically is where the sound is played and stopped. But what causes it to stop and causes to stop is this value, which the algorithm calculates it, and to determine that if the user will be sleepy or not. So this is what happens if a user or the driver closes too much eyes in a certain amount of time. You can see that here, if it's closed, both eyes, then this value called close to total, which is very important, is incremented. But we decide to increment in this way so it's not increased linearly or exponentially. So this is also where you guys saw in the demo videos that the bar on the top of the screen was moving. Yes, and as I said, is closed. We defined that value. We defined that value. Yes. Okay. So okay, and this is what happens when you close too much of your eyes. But this happens when you open your eyes. This actually decrease the total to close value, which after a certain amount of decrease, the alarm will stop. We chose this value because it's decreasing not really fast, so that the user will not like just be alerted and then start falling asleep again. We want the alarm to keep playing to let them know that they are actually very sleepy and they should stop driving. And so this is what happens when we defined what's sleepy. Close to total is the value calculated up here, and the sleepiness cut off is what I defined earlier. If you have a 30% chance of your eyes being open, that means 70% of your chance that your eyes is closed. That's where you cut off. That's where the sound alarm will start playing and notify the user that they feel sleepy. And if they're not sleepy anymore, the sound stops right here. Okay. All right. So this is the backbone of the main backbone of the mobile application. And I can show you guys a real demo on my phone emulator. All right, so this is the user screen, and basically this is the start detection. This is where you want to start your detection. You click setting. There are 3 sounds you can choose from. Hold on, just 1 second. Let me just double check. You guys can see this emulator, right?
Yeah, so I can see a debug banner in the right top of the emulator. Is that the rising? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is the emulator version. So this emulator is a mock phone that you test, but it's not a real phone. So okay, when you click to setting, this is what you will get on if you download it on your mobile phone and use it when driving. So you have 3 selections that you can choose from. There are 3 sounds you can choose from for your alarm. The bell, you can choose the bell, or you can choose the air horn, which makes you like wake up really fast. And then another car crash sound that to remind you like don't drowsy drive. we are here, like if you drowsy drive, that's what happened to you. So okay, I say I want error form. I like this sound. So I click confirm, and then it will start detection. And this is the attention of how to use it. This is the emulator, so it doesn't look, so it's not like in a real driving situation, but this is a mock person that has his eyes closed. And then if I click start detection, you will notice that this bar is moving. That this accurately detects that he is sleepy. You see it says you look sleepy, that he should rest. And if you open your eyes, so in this case, this is the open eyes mock person. You will see that this bar is going down. And in a real driving situation, this alarm is this long we want to notify the user to rest, and to make them notice like they're really sleepy and they should rest. So you see, like when you open your eyes, this bar actually goes down and it says you look awake. And yeah, this is a demo. And if you want to see this again, yes. See, this is mock person with eyes closed. You see it goes up again. And if you open your eyes, this bar goes down actually. Yeah. So this is when you stop the detection. And then let's stop detection. Okay, this is the final page. Yeah, we'll give you an overall feedback of how you were during this whole driving trip. You can say you look awake, and you are given the amount of time that you drove. And so this is a demonstration of this whole app on the emulator. And okay, and let's see. And about the accuracy of this app it's very accurate. Hold on. Let's see. It's overall very accurate. It has a 90% accuracy rate during daytime and 85% accuracy rate during nighttime. Hold on, just 1 second.
Yeah, it's amazing data. Normally, when you're training these things, especially at night, it's pretty hard for us to get.
Yeah. So basically, this is so during this app development, I have tested in 3 real life driving situations, which is one of them. 2 of them is during daytime. And each different variable within different experiment is whether you have correctional glasses on. And basically during daytime, it's 90% effectiveness and 85% accuracy during nighttime. When you wear glasses, so when you're nearsighted or far-sighted, the accuracy tends to be lower because the light from the sun would sometimes reflect on your glasses. So the facial recognition algorithm in the app cannot detect your eyes, and thus will not be able to deduct a value and detect whether you're sleepy or not. And during nighttime, you see, this good thing is if you don't wear a glass and during nighttime, it's still very effective. It can still recognize your eyes, and it can notify you that you feel asleep. This is very important, especially during nighttime, because people in nighttime, there's when people normally asleep, but when they drive, so they will feel asleep. And what we got is that during nighttime, it's 100% effectiveness, which is very good. Shows that it will actually help a lot of people who drives at night. And the same thing is wearing glasses also lowers the accuracy, because at nighttime, if you drive on the highway or drive on the street, the beam light from the opposite side, the car from the opposite side will shoot into your face, so that will blur that will blur your eyes if you're wearing your glasses, and it also would affect this accuracy detected by this app. So yeah. So okay, good. All right, so let's stop sharing. Okay, so that was a graph of the overall. So and there's a lot of many useful social implication of this app. Basically, because a lot of people's profession are relied on driving, such as truck drivers, or their job is like they stay behind the wheel for most of the day, such as Uber drivers. They work very hard, and they need some supplement to help them to know when they should stop. And having this app using this state-of-the-art technology would help them to know when they should rest and when they should rest, and it helps them to really have a guide on driving. And there's much broader than those professional drivers. There are many other hardworking people who have to work a lot of jobs and who get very little sleep. When they drive, they would also use this app. They can also use this app to help them stay awake on the road to avoid accidents related to drowsy driving. And another reason I thought about this project, because the broad range it's available for people to use. Every day we all have a cell phone next to us. And if this app is downloadable on Android, but it will also be published on Apple. So a lot of users can use this, and it will help a lot of people, especially those who are driving. And let's see a hand. How many of you are high school students? You can use the virtual reaction button. How many of you are high school? Okay, so we have Nick. How many of you have driver's license? Oh, Angela. Okay, nice. How many of you have driver's license or planning on getting one? Okay. So now, not really. And Angelina has. Oh, good. Okay. So you see, Angelina, she's a high schooler, and she also has like driver's license. So this will actually also help the high schoolers, the college students, basically anyone who has a driver license and who drives, because it can help them detect and notify them when they feel asleep, probably driving. Okay. So,
yeah, of course, I have a driver's license, and I already downloaded that one from the Android.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice.
Right. Yeah. The thing is, I just normally don't drive too long. Just drive from home to company, from company to home. I don't drive like a long way, but later I'm sure I'm going to use that one.
Yeah. So it's helpful when you use it, especially if you drive it at night and you don't wear glasses. This is definitely a great thing to use. It's on the accuracy, and it's really helpful, and it avoids accidents. You don't want getting into a traffic accident, like especially kind of drowsy driving accident that is preventable.
Yeah.
If you get into an accident, your insurance fee goes up. You injure yourself, it feels not good, and you have to cover the medical fee. So,
inconvenient, right? Inconvenient. Totally. Yeah.
Yes. So the next step, what's further on we can do, first of all, I said earlier that I am working currently on debugging the Apple version. The Apple version, iOS version, have some of the problems recognizing the user's eyes. And another is to improve the accuracy for drivers with glass. Probably through have to have other ways than this one. And another is
sorry, give me 1 minute. Are you trying to share the slides? Or you just
let me share the slides.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. Yes. So basically, these are the next steps, and you can see we can improve this. And if it's helpful, and if time allows, I can the next step is collect data from the users of our application. With your consent, of course. If you say no, we won't collect your data, and we can with the clock inscribed in the phone, we can detect when people tend to get drowsy driving and ways to change its behaviors. So with these data, it will be helpful for other interdisciplinary researchers, especially for psychology and behavior science, to determine like what's behind these. And also we can, utilize this data to raise awareness of the danger of drowsy driving. And we can use that to influence our current legislators create a law that prevents or prohibits, or at least prevents or protects us from drowsy driving. And basically now it's downloadable on Google Play Store. I will send the link below. For those of you who are not high school student yet, or you don't have driver's license, recommend this to your parents. Your parents drive cars, so so for the safety of everyone, I will recommend this app to you all. And for those of you who don't have driver's license yet, you can recommend to your parents or your brothers or your siblings or your relatives. Okay, and of course, last but not least, thank you guys very much. Okay, all right, let me send the link.
Yeah, please leave the link in the Zoom chat channel. Then if there's the also please leave your contact information, not directly to me. Just send it to all people. Yeah.
This is the information. This is where you can download it, and I will show you my contact information. Okay. Here, so these are my download information. That's my email. If any of you are interested in this project or want to make it better with me, or we can cooperate, please feel free to contact me at this email address I was sending a Zoom link. And this is the website where I am currently improving the website. I can also send the link in the chat. Okay. All right. So I will send all these information in the chat. So, okay. Again, thank you very much, everyone. All right. Okay. Any questions for me? Curious people.
All right. Okay, Wilna, looks like Wilna have a question.
Okay, we know now?
Yep.
Okay, hi, Wilna, what's your question?
Yeah, if you take a look in the Zoom chat channel, Wilna just ask what language was the app made in.
Oh, it's made in yeah, I forgot. It's made in Dart. It's made in the language of Dart. It's called Dart. It's very similar to Java, but Dart is a relatively new language, and it's specifically designed for mobile app development. But the format and the rules are 90% similar to Java, and it actually is helpful because it can integrate with the Firebase's their artificial intelligence database. Okay.
Yes, that one looks very. The Flutter framework is very convenient with Flutter.
Yes.
Yeah, Dart is 95% similar with Java, right? Thomas must have a lot of experience on that one. And also, once you do the development for once, you don't have to worry about the Swift, don't have to worry about the Android Studio. You can publish the both versions. So this normally saves us a lot of time. We can focus on the app itself, focus on the idea itself. All right. Any other questions?
Any other questions?
Okay. Yeah. I have one question.
Okay, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. How long that one takes you, like, from you have this idea at the very beginning and until you publish everything right now, have an app in the Google Store.
So I said there's many like incidents that made me do this app, but the idea came to spark. The idea came to me last May, so May 2020. That's why I said personally, I experienced and almost involved in a near collision on the highway due to something related to drowsy driving. So that's when I have the idea, and then we started working on this, and then basically this app was published around mid-December. So yes. So
yes, we both know your idea is a very good idea, and this one can solve a lot of questions. And they also tell us that the reason why you come up with the idea. But I just very curiosity about if there's any experience related to yourself, like make you decided to use this one.
sorry, what was that?
Do you have any experience like when you're driving and then you feel tired, you just want some alert?
Yeah. I have this experience many times before I developed this. And especially like on family trips, my parents also have this experience. I guess like all of you here, probably if you're having a long road trip, your parents also might have experienced drowsy driving. Yes, I over the July 4th weekend, I went on a long road trip and I used this, and it's very helpful. I actually use it.
Yes, it's very helpful. So feel free to download and help Thomas to do the review. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Nick has a question. Nick. Okay. What kind of technical do you like in order to improve our glasses and that? Okay. So let's we know that Nick have similar questions. So I will answer them in one. So what kind of technical improvement would you approach in order to improve the accuracy under the circumstance, like glasses or at night? So if it has to do glasses, have to do with glasses, then there is if it was regard with glasses, we can like not only detect this part of the face, it will maybe require us the need to detect like the whole face, like based on other behavior people tend to develop during drowsy driving, is like tend to move their head a lot and or move their head a lot if it's related to glasses. And at night, if it's at night, the accuracy rate without glasses is accurate, but same thing with glasses. So maybe at night we can use the if we have to change it into infrared version. So it will based on infrared image. Doesn't matter if day or night. Just kind of and based on the whole overall face to detect this reason. And another reason why during this app development, I chose to specifically focus on this part of eyes instead of face, because that's when this app was developed in June, July, August, September, December, November. Then that's when COVID cases are high, and the Uber and Lyft, it requires drivers and passengers to wear face mask. So if you have mask and you based on the whole face movement, it will lower and infringe the accuracy. So if we just focus on eyes, it will like if we focus on eyes and you wear a mask, it won't affect the effectiveness at all. So that's why I've chosen to detect the eyes at first, because back then mask was required everywhere. Okay, let's see. Well, okay, yeah, Rihanna is. What do you think you can improve or add to this app? Certainly, in the setting page, as I have shown you earlier, let's see, this page, we can add more sound to the user. They can choose more sound, or they can, even upload their favorite sound to detect them. And another thing we can add, another thing to overall make it better is the user can select how sensitive they want the detection to be. They want to be more sensitive, which means it will beep earlier, more earlier, and it will beep longer. Or less sensitive is it won't beep for that long. That is what we can improve for the better of the user. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, I think for the glasses part, I think maybe we can working on some optical options. Maybe
Yes. Infrared
glasses to then to cancel the effect. Then that one will actually improve the accuracy. That one may also help. It's a way of it. Yeah. Let me ask one more question. I know you are pretty familiar with Java, right? You have
right,
a
yes.
good score on APCS class. Have you learned another coding language before Java, before Dart? Or how long have you coding?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, how long have you learned coding, and what is the reason that you start to learn coding?
So before Java, I have no experience in coding at all. The Java is the first language programming language I learned, and Dart is the second language. And basically, what started me into coding is our school offers computer science A courses, and that's when I was back in sophomore years. And because back then, from the news I heard, they talk a lot about there's a lot about technology and artificial intelligence, and that's a lot of reports you see on the news. It's the technology war between America, China, and Russia. So I feel like, and it's true that this AI and computer science will be the dominant force in the future. So first of all, it's out of my personal curiosity. Second of all is basically I am like, our school offered this course so I can take, so that's why also I did it. And third is I want to catch it. We all want to catch up with the current trend in the world and not left behind. So stay updated with the world, with the newest technology. And fourth is really like the impact you see of coding and how that it can help other people who are more disadvantaged than us.
Yeah, with coding, you can do a lot of hands-on projects that can solve the real-world problems. So
yes, there's many problems nowadays that a lot of them really can use coding to solve hands-on problems. So gave you guys, as Dr. Lee and I just said, a lot of hands-on problems. The COVID vaccine out there, scientists develop it in very short amount of time. Is the power of data sharing, that they shared the RNA of the SARS-CoV-2. So basically they use supercomputer artificial intelligence and all coding all those things to figure out, and then they develop vaccine really fast. So you see the coding and how like it relates to biology, and it can help to improve the society really fast. Yes,
that's a very
relevant example. Yes.
Okay. Anyone have any questions? Feel free to type it in the Zoom chat channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So be sure to download it. It's very useful. Everyone, I think personally, if you don't personally, your parents to download it.
Very useful app. Yeah, guys, feel free to recommend that one to your parents. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
So,
recommend to your siblings if you know any, like they drive. Recommend to them.
yeah, sometimes that one can help a lot. I mean, normally when you are driving, you can even ignore that one, but when the time comes, that one can save you. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, if there's no more question, let's just thank Thomas for his very good app and the presentation. And if there's no more questions, I'll see you guys next week.
Okay.
Any more questions? Thomas, thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. See you guys.
All right.